Right, hello there, I'm Lord Darkane, and I just wanted to welcome you to what is going to be the first part of a collection of games being hosted in the YOGSCAST Jingle Jam collection on Humble Bundle. It's a bundle that they've done for a few years now, different games each year, all given away by the individual companies that own them and such, for the purposes of raising money for charity. The way it works, they've collected a load of game keys, which they've all put into one big bundle. You go to Humble Bundle, buy the collection, and each of the days up until the end of the month, I think it is, possibly just Christmas, new games get released each day. Once you've bought the pack, you get all the games that have been released so far and will be released when they are released, barring, for exception, any that have already run out of keys. Some of the companies only provide a limited number of keys for games, so in those cases it's the first come first serve, so to speak. But there is still literally tons of games and various bits of other content as well that you get as part of the collection. When you buy it, it's the same as usual with Humble Bundle. Money goes to charity. In this case, however, all the money goes to charity, not just some of it going to Humble, some of it going to developers. Now, all of it goes to charity. Which choice of charities is up to you. There's a collection of charities that have already been chosen by the YOGSCAST. If you're happy with it going to those charities, feel free. There's sliders so you can change the amount going, the amount of money that is split between the different charities. If there's none that you want, there's none in that selection that you would want the money going to, you can also choose from any of the charities in the massive collection that is available on Humble Bundle. It's quite a long list. I don't know whether it has every charity or such, whether any in particular you might be wanting would be on there. However, there is a very large range of charities. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of just a few of the games in that collection. Try and tempt you into purchasing it, maybe yourself, maybe for someone else. But in all, to give a bit of money to charity. Now, for those of you wondering, the cost of the pack is $35. Yes, dollars, not pounds. American dollars. So expect slight differences depending on current exchange rates. But that is $35, and you save hundreds of pounds worth of money for what you'd otherwise be paying for all of the games in the collection. Most of the games are indie games, so small, not necessarily well known, anything like that. There's the odd one that is big franchise type games. I believe there's expansion packs for Guild Wars 2 as part of the collection. I believe there is beta keys for a certain game though that runs out by the end of the month, I believe. There's also a Warhammer game in there for all of you that like Warhammer and all that. Unfortunately, I won't be demonstrating it as the file size for that game is absolutely massive, and I'll still be waiting for it to finish download after Christmas has come and gone. So yeah, anyhow, back to the games. First one I'm going to show you is Tricky Towers, a Tetris-based game that has had a bit of popularity between between gamers, YouTubers, etc. Some of these games I've already had a quick go on myself. Some of them I have still yet to get to, but I'm going to give you a quick view of as many of them as I can, and we'll see how it goes. So yes, Tricky Towers. Tetris type game in which there is Tetris pieces falling from the sky. You try and power them up to make a tower in a variety of different game types. Let's see. I'll start from the beginning. Simple controls. Reach the finish line before time runs out. Basically, build up the tower high enough to cross the finishing line before the clock has gone. Now, the pieces are not the most stable of things, generally, but they will work. And yes, physics does apply to some degree, as you can see there. If you do not get the balance, if you don't get the weighting just right on the shape balance, it will just tumble over. Come on. That's better. And then you get the asshole trying to be funny on the other side. Nope. And as you can see, it's not always as simple as you may want it to be. But sometimes you can get smart with it. And that's about to fall back up, is it? Nope, right. And bugger. Come on. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes! Level complete, and you get to finish building your tower house. Next game mode, Survival Trials. Basically, just try and keep making a tower that will stand up. If a piece falls off, you get a bit of damage from it, so to speak. And bollocks. And by the looks of it, you have 3 lives. That's it. Once those are gone, you're screwed. Now, at certain points, your character will get magic spells of sorts. I'm not entirely sure what defines how you get them, or balls. Yeah, as you can see, I'm about to lose a life. And another one. Come on. Balls. Phew. right. And then final type of game mode is puzzle trials, where you have to try and keep all the bricks below a laser beam. Now, generally, from what I've noticed in this one, is that if you can spot symmetry, you'll be able to build a nice safe shape. Because every single piece, well, basically it gives you pieces that will make a nice symmetrical shape. Not necessarily in the right order, but in an order that will get you a safe shape. As you can see, not necessarily helpful. There we go. Thankfully that first piece is there to give you a slight hint, etc, etc. Alright, I'll give you a quick demonstration of one I haven't yet done, and then move on to the next game, I think. Ooh, well, interesting shapes, that. Yeah. That's what happens if you do it wrong. Okay. Ah, there we go. Well, bugger. Yeah. Yeah, yo. What about if I put that there? No. Put that there. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. It's this first piece that causes the real annoyance. For me, at any rate. Ah, I think we got it. There. And that is Tricky Trials. They're Tricky Trials. As a note, it does have local battle for any of you that are showing a network or something like that, and online battle for versus other people's and such. And here we have a game called Race the Sun. It is a fairly simple game. What you do, you are in control of a ship, you can go side to side jump if you have a jump ability, if you have a power up that'll let you jump, and try and get as many points from little pyramid things, glowing pyramid things, without smashing into objects. Your ship basically has levels to it. You can increase its level by completing certain tasks. Collect tries, pyramid things, reach a multiplier, do barrel rolls, or aileron flips, whatever you want to call them. But yes, you have to try and get as far as you can before either A, crashing, or B, the sun reaches the bottom of the screen. That yellow glowing thing I just ran into is a power up which gives you a bit more time before the sun runs out, effectively. You can touch the towering light above it, or the actual item itself. Any part will do for collecting it. It's basically arranged into various stages that it will recognise as, once you've gotten past so far, that is a point where we will say you've effectively reached the end of a level. If you've got a slight multiplier built up, you can avoid dying from a simple little scrape like that. It's worth pointing out that the levels change every 24 hours. Well, the game changes every 24 hours, might be a better way of putting it. For 24 hours there'll be a set. The regions will stay in one appearance for you to practice and get as far as you can on. Next day it'll be slightly different. Something to know about your ship: if you stay in the shade for too long, you run out of power and stop working and die. There is scoreboards for any of you wanting to try and get some fame of some sort. I have no idea if you actually get anything for getting onto the lead, getting high up on the leaderboard or anything. I doubt you do. It's probably just a bit of pride, but still. Yeah. Basically, get as far as you can, get as many of these tries as you can, and the bigger your multiplier, the easier it can be to get points without hopefully dying like that. You don't have to stick to a go straight path, so to speak. You can swerve off wildly and try and find new routes. There's no set path. Certain pathways will be easier or less densely packed with objects and similar things, but it's all up to your personal playstyle. It is highly addictive. I will warn you that now. It is highly addictive, especially once you get used to the controls and start getting further and further into the levels. You just become so paranoid about not wanting to hit anything. Every time you get the light one, you get a bit of boost. The jump one obviously makes it so you can jump over objects, as you saw before. As you go up with the levels, you do eventually learn how to get better at avoiding things like that. You always do end up messing up at some point. You learn different power-ups for your ship and such, modifications you can make. I currently have one attached that allows me to carry 2 of the jump modifiers, like 2 of the jump boosters at a time, instead of just the one. I have another booster modifier, whatever you want to call it, that's what is basically called magnets, and anything that is worth collecting nearby, it will just draw into me and collect automatically. So I don't have to actually touch the thing and potentially die getting myself tangled up in a rock. Turning becomes suddenly a bit harder to do when you speed up like that suddenly from getting light, yeah. It is a game where it is an amazing game, if nothing else. You will find yourself getting just pulled into the focus, trying to not make any mistakes, where even the slightest bit of distraction can kill you. It's also a VR game, if you happen to have a VR headset, so you can stick the headset on, go into first person mode, and have a potentially frightening experience as you see all these objects zooming at you and then crashing into a wall like that. Yeah. So yeah, quick look on the leaderboard. Yeah, that's the sort of scores. Massive scores. I don't believe I'm currently. Oh, yeah, there you go. My personal daily rank is 484. Which probably means there's not been many people on here today, as I've really not gotten very far today. Usually I can at least get to at least the second, maybe the third stage continually. But yeah. You can create your own levels for the game as well, for your own personal use, possibly, I don't know. I've not tried it yet. It might be that it stores them somewhere and then puts them into the game for other people to use, I don't know. Workshop, I believe that opens up a Steam menu of some sort. Yeah. Configure ship, that's where you get to change the boosters. Alright. And here we are with another game. One I have yet to actually play, Indecision. Okay, apparently I have, yep, I have no idea. Appears you can change your character. Ah, there we go. You can't go up and down. An interesting selection of potential clothes. Oh, does actually give you different colours as well. Though not a huge selection. Yeah, sure. No idea. First. Okay. I'm not the person I just created. I'm assuming you have to make some choices or something? Okay. Home? What? Wait. Right. Yeah. Certainly. Smash the house. I'm going to say this quite clearly. I have absolutely no idea what this game is or what I'm meant to be doing. My current controls are move around and jump. Oh. And the pause menu. Apparently the pause menu literally just throws you out of the game if you run off the edge. Okay. Oh, hello. Skinner? I'm a pigeon? I don't trust that button. That button's gonna kill me, isn't it? Oh. No, it gives me poop. Gives me more poop. Okay. Is this some sort of Pavlovian training? I've got to... Wait, what? Did I jump from 3 to 5? Yeah, 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. Does that mean the next one is going to be 8? Okay, I've no idea. Was that shake or snake? Yay, dust cloud. The hell? She's disappearing? She's gone. Well, that was disturbing. I apologise for that, people. I have no idea if I've got control of this space person or not. All I know is I'm floating. I don't know, I think I might have some control. See what happens if I go off screen. I zoom out. And yeah, this game is quite disturbing as well. Oh, you god damn it. Hey. Okay. Resign. Yeah. I can't appear to jump. You need energy to jump. Buy 100 energy. How about no? Cheating the system. Right. I get the vague idea this game is possibly trying to make some sort of comment on mental illnesses, possibly? Or suggest that people are just idiots? I don't know. That's a shark, I think. Hello, Mr. Shark, I saw you. I don't trust that shark. Can I get out of the boat before it tries to kill me? Yes. Turn? The... what? Well, I'm actually surprised I managed to finish that in one go. I wasn't supposed to go this way, was I? I'm betting I'm supposed to drop down off this side. Yeah. Control. Oh, yeah. Okay. Obey. I'm trying to obey the direction pad signs. I see no purpose. I'm assuming it'll eventually move me on to the next thing. I'm ignoring you. Okay, if I ignore it... I die? Right, okay, no, tall screen's still the same. Slow. Yep. Same. Okay. Oh. Cool. Again, I apologise for any discomfort this level causes anyone. Ah, how handy, we ran out of artwork. Cave. Oh, now this is a interesting way to do a puzzle. And with that, I think I shall leave this game here for anyone who wants to try and learn the secrets of.